What's going on, guys? And happy 2020. Finally back on reviewing stuff, and hopefully with a new intro, if I did that. Either way, so it is a new Quickie, and I had these things left over from before Christmas. Here it is. Power Rangers Lightning Collection in Space Yellow Ranger. Yay! And picked this one up at GameStop. Found it while we were out doing like early Christmas shopping, I believe. Or I did it when I went to the mall. I don't remember. I know I got it at the mall. So, yay for that. Obviously, we looked at Andros and Astronema a lot long ago. Okay, so she's got a weird purple pointy effect going on there. She's got a slingshot. Actually, the effect is bluish. But it is what it is. Head sculpt looks okay. And I did have my $5 discount on this one. So let's get her out and see what's going on. Obviously, you guys are following the vlogs. You know that things have changed back here. So, new background, new year, new all the things. Still, same Power Rangers. And yeah, we got stuff in there. I can't throw it over my head anymore, so I'm going to have to hurl it that way. Okay, so what do we got here? Which looks pretty good. A little bit of scuffage right there. Not too bad. Possibly new female body, but the mold doesn't look any different. And yet they're still using the same hands, except these are female hands, so they're a little bit smaller. Same kind of little galactic blaster. I don't know what are their guns called in the in-space side. It's pretty good though. Not gonna lie, head sculpt looks okay. Looks kind of almost like Kelly Clarkson. I don't know. I don't know why that came to mind. Paint, yeah. I mean, it looks okay. No warping. Paint is actually on point. Nice. A little bit weird back there on the back. That's okay. We'll get up close on the new review set, which probably won't look any different to you guys, but to me, it's totally new. All right, so continuing on with the new Yellow Ranger. Yeah, I'm doing this way after we did the initial part, just like the Green Ranger last time. I'm almost caught up to this point now. So we got to do the unboxing, or technically the unplasticking, or also known as the plastic birthday. Get out the hands. Have an interesting effect part here. A little stiffer than normal. That's cool. That's what she said. Get out the little blaster. Try to get out the slingshot without breaking it. Also, really kind of funny weapon. A slingshot. Seriously though, like, look at this. It's just tucked in here. Like so. Just kind of, oof. Actually, I wonder if that's somewhat reminiscent of those like super weapons that Tommy and Jason went after when they found Titanus. You know what I mean? Alright, come on out. It's time for your plastic birthday. Come on. Come on. Ugh. Sometimes it's a pain. We're just going to do the review like this. It's a hat. Seriously. Sometimes those clamshells are ridiculous. Okie dokie. So we have a new female body. Actually looks mostly new. Probably some bit of Pink Ranger left in there. And once again, yellow looking like it's glowing. I don't know if that's a white balance thing or what. I don't know. Doesn't seem to be anything I can control. Oh, well, it is what it is. It looks pretty good. I'm trying to remember if this is... I think this is Ashley. And I think Casey is the Pink Ranger. Someone will definitely remind me She has a butterfly joint that is definitely frozen on this left side. Wow, that is super tight. Something must have been wedged in there wrong. But look, really narrow shoulders. Decent gold paint up there around the cowl. Decent gold paint there on the belt. One good thing is they don't have morphers in a traditional sense. So they don't have that. And the funny thing is their morphers absolutely disappear when they're in ranger form, unlike other ones. You do get the colorized squares across the chest. Am I wrong in thinking we were just showing off a Silver Ranger, or was that just Silver Psycho? I think it was that. But either way, they need to give us our titanium, whatever he is. So, look pretty good. The stripes inside the thing there are just what they are. I think it appears that the belt and all of this is molded in instead of an actual excess piece and then painted white. So they painted white over yellow. Good lord, they hate themselves. Helmet looks fine. Same articulation as always. Disc hinge with the ball there. Looks okay. She can function. Arms go up. Once again, painting white over yellow. That sucks balls. Butterfly is limited just because it's a weird fit. Ball joint there. White now. Yellow being painted over white. Totally different effect. Got the whole banana pudding aspect happening in this one. And we get wrist joint, which goes in and out. Turns. Single ball joint, question mark, for the upper torso. An ab crunch. For some reason the ab crunch and everything looks better on the females. Is it me, or do they get the proportions right? Okay, so the skirt is okay. Maybe it's just because the skirt is pulled up a bit. Maybe that's what it is. So skirt hinders ever so slightly, but they do have splits down the sides, so that's good. So she can do a decent Jean Claude. And then can do an okay chorus line. Double jointed knee to pinch my finger. Can I go further? I can, but I don't really want to force it too much. I will say none of the joints are like totally like bowed out or anything. You got calf rotation right above the boot. I'm glad. That always makes me happy when they include that. And the feet are what they are. Ooh, got some printed stuff on the heel there. I'm so tired of these type of feet. I don't know what else can be done, to be totally honest. I mean, I see how other types of figures do things, but that is just what it is. She doesn't have a ton of accessories, so let's look at the head sculpt real quick. Looks okay. Looks a little wonky. The problem is under like super bright lights, everything shines a little too much. The hair looks fine. There's a little bit of a wash to it. Looks good. I like it. Swap it out. It seems like, except for Kimberly, the head sculpts have all been really good. I really do hope they give us a better Amy Jo down the line. Because Catherine was actually pretty good. This one I think is pretty good. Trini was pretty good. Do we have any other female characters so far? I don't believe so. But then again, I don't have the entire line, as it were. So she can do the helmet. Okay, and then the blaster is the same as we looked at before. Paint is okay. I like it. Though it never occurred to me that it is decked out to look just like the mega ship. Let's see here. I do think it's meant to go like so. Do I have Andros's right? Yes, I do. Okay. So that's good there. And then she does have her own power weapon of sorts. Power slingshot. Actually, I don't know what it's called. This is actually molded silver, and then this is painted silver on the white and everything. It looks nice. I don't know which hand she holds it with. I don't have the box on hand. No pun intended. Let's see here. So she has a fist and a flat choppy hand with that hand. So that's that. I assume this is a left-handed weapon, and she quote-unquote pulls it with the right hand. So let's just try that out. By the way, does she have forearm rotation? No. So that's one thing that they're lacking. So you can sort of utilize some butterflies here, almost like a bow, even though it's a slingshot. Actually, given how that trigger finger sort of is, that's interesting. Huh. It's kind of cool, to be honest. And then you do get the crazy effect. So it comes in 2 little nodules like that. So you want to pop it on there. This is probably the most secure effect part I've ever seen. That snaps in place. Not gonna lie, that's actually impressive. I mean, it looks goofy, but it's impressive that it works. It's bad when that's the thing that I take away. Is like, man, that is actually a well-fitting, purposeful effect part. I dig that. Okay, so wow, camera doesn't know what to look at. Stop looking at the shiny thing. All right, so let's bring in the Andros, the Dros. Bring in Dros, love interest number 1 here. And you can tell significantly bigger, obviously, because he's a dude, so he has to be significantly bigger. And once again, I can't recall if the weapons combine in space. I mean, she does have like a pointy thing there. I'm not sure. There's also kind of a thingy on the bottom, but you can see in space wise, it's pretty good. There we go. I do have the next one on pre-order as well, so we'll get to look at that sometime soon. So let's do more comparisons. We got the Psycho Yellow, which is her counterpart. So that's why Psycho Yellow also has kind of a matching slingshot-y weapon, but without any cool effect parts to go with it. It's like the effect parts that the Psychos came with were kind of dumb, if I'm totally honest. But you can see even the Psycho female body is actually thicker and taller. So that's neat. And then, of course, we can't get away without comparing to the... Whoa, gotta be careful where I set it down. Don't want it to accidentally get stuck. The Legacy, and I'm going to say it, the Legacy looks better. It's not just because it's more well endowed, but the mold, the sculpt, everything is a little bit better in my mind. This looks real. That looks better. Does that make sense? Also, the banana coloring is just totally happening here. Okay, but as it goes, this new in-space yellow is nice. I will say that. So I almost passed up on her, or passed her up. How am I supposed to say that? That's a weird sentence. I will say this is slightly droopy. Maybe I want to flip those around, go the other way with them. Maybe it'll do that better. I really want because the In-Space Rangers had uniforms. They were like the first uniformed Rangers. They need to give us those bodies. Like, give us the in-space outfits when they're running around the megaship and doing anything else in their civilian mode, so to speak. And then we'll have a perfect use for all of the head sculpts. Hasbro is really, really missing out on that market by not doing that. Giving us the head sculpt, which is nice to actually get an actual character head sculpt, especially considering most of these actors and actresses have never gotten anything like that. It's cool, except that in most of these series, they don't interact with their... they don't interact with their helmets off in their Ranger form. Even when the last time the In-Space Rangers morphed, they were out on a rooftop, if I remember correctly. Where they morphed in front of everybody. Everybody went, "Those are the Power Rangers?" Of course they are. Bulk and Skull were there and stuff, if I remember correctly. So, Terra Venture, as it were. Is that what it was called? Or Terra Venture was a TV show. One of those things. That is not correct. So yeah, there's a little bit of warpage here. It's not super solid, but it's not super jelly either. It's somewhere in between. It'll probably droop over time. But it's a neat effect, and I give them credit for doing that. So either way, I like it. I'm looking forward to the rest of the In-Space line. I hope they do everyone else's head sculpts, well. Like I said, some of these characters have never had a representation of them, ever. Actors, rather. But it's a fun one. And it's like... This one, considering how depressing the Green Ranger was, this is so much nicer. So, but I'll catch you guys next time. Remember to like and subscribe, and hopefully she'll stand better if you like and subscribe. I'm trying to get this channel to be monetized as soon as possible, and we're only about a third of the way there. We need to make it the rest of the way. But I will see you guys next time. Remember, as always, keep on nerding.